Friends. Go ahead.
Alright, so you guys know my name is Anthony, full name Anthony Christian Erickson, which in my high school I went by ACE, initials. Feel free to call me that if you wish. So, I grew up in Calgary, born and raised. Now, it was a okay city, I guess. I don't know, it's always busy, never really did do the Stampede, never had an interest in prices, oh boy, prices. I'm not going to get started on that though. But so, I grew up in a small community called Martindale, and for the first 9 years of my life I was in a K-9 school. And it was during this time where changes started to happen, really early on actually. In the 2nd grade, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. And for those of you who don't know what Asperger's is, it is a form of autism that, how do I word this? The social skills that everyone has like when they're born, like a human interaction, I lack that skill. And I lacked that skill throughout most of my years through middle school. I ended up going to many therapy classes throughout the city, and my parents were going out of their way to make sure that I had the best experience to get me through all 12 years of school. It was about 7th grade, I was when things started to get better and I became more social. However, to counteract that, I was targeted for bullying, and it was very, very bad. I was bullied because I was still quiet and because I wasn't really into anything popular at the time, and I was an easy target. 8th grade, there were times when I started to feel depression a bit here and there, and it sucked, to put it yeah. But then 9th grade came, and that's when I kind of realized who my real friends were, and thankfully the main guy who was targeting me for bullying was going away forever. He's probably doing crack behind a bush somewhere. So. High school happened, and those were the best 3 years of my life to date. I got myself aligned with a new group of friends who were into the same things as me. The close friends I had from middle school and junior high, I was still close with. And I was in the drama program like a lot of you others were. It was okay, I guess. Teacher, well, like Nick said, wasn't very good, and the next year our program got cut. 12th grade was probably the biggest year because I was going to graduate, and then my parents, not really knowing what I was going to do next, had me go into a whole whack of things to help kids with Asperger's. The most notable ones were, they took me to the University of Calgary, and one building in the university, I can't remember what the building was, but on the 3rd floor there was a program called the Ability Hub, and they help kids with Asperger's and autisms of all forms, because I have low-level Asperger's, and there were kids who had it even worse than me that could barely form sentences or were very, very silent or not very comfortable with people in general and didn't know how to speak to other people. And these people are like the same age as myself. And so I was put into a program called Peers, which helped us develop these social skills, or in my case, to help enhance them further. And that went on for a few months. And then I think near the end of my first semester in high school, I met my mentor, Jeff Jewett. Great guy. And he under his wing, and we worked on some script writing for, originally what it was for a movie idea that I had, that I've worked on for like, I think the idea came to me in 6th grade, and I wanted to go back to that idea, and since I was older, and actually put in the detail of it. I ended up presenting it in front of a group about this big, when was it? April, I think? And I presented my script idea as well as an original movie that I had made in my communication technology class, which dealt with animations in Maya to making movies in Premiere Pro to designing ads in Photoshop. It was a good class, and my teacher in that really had some good things to say. My stuff was shown at our school's gala, art and tech gala, and then graduation happened. I graduated across the stage. My dad couldn't figure out how to use a camera, so got some epic floor shots, man. The best floor shots you've ever seen. So I graduated, and then I had to make a decision of where I wanted to go, because at that time I had received 2 exception letters for Lethbridge College and Mount Royal University, and my parents were immensely proud of me for even getting that far. As if you ask me, back when I had first learned about my Asperger's and was still in the beginner stages of it, I would have never thought I would be here today. And yeah,